Welcome to Atlanta Tarot, Capricorn. This is your tarot forecast for February 2020. Welcome. I hope your new year has been happy. Here in Australia we're summer. We've been on fire, but we're coping with a lot of wonderful assistance from the world, which is just fabulous. Let's see what your story is going to be for February. The energy around is the King of Swords. King of Swords, the expert. Very male energy, Capricorn. This will suit you too because you're very smart, clever people. Very much oriented to the mountain goat. You are the mountain goat. You go right to the top of that mountain. We've all seen the mountain goats in action. They're very plucky and they never give in. So basically this King of Swords is about the intellectual realm. It's about your brain. It's about your mind. He's an expert as well, so if you need some expert assistance, you go to him. He's usually a lawyer. He's someone at the top of his game, a lawyer, a doctor, one of those people that really intellectually and their mind is very, very attuned to that sort of stuff, like learning and just intelligence, basically. But flip side, he can be a bit of a spinner, you know, he can sort of spin things. So relationship wise, he's a different kettle of fish. So we'll see. And we'll flip from general reading to relationships too, because I know a lot of you, well, we all like to find out what's going on with that. So here's your energy. Where you are right now is the Ace of Cups. So emotional stuff, upsurge of emotional energy, this one. Now this can flip between, you know, a new project that you're emotionally attached to, or a person you've met that's absolutely beguiled you. They've just sort of got, oh, you've gone, oh my God, you know, we're so connected. It's the connection card. So there it is, Capricorn. So there's a lot of stuff in that cup. There's a lot of emotional stuff going on. So yeah, there you go, straight off the bat. What's influenced this to come in though is the Page of Pentacles or coins. Your energy, earth energy, new projects coming in. Can be a new baby as well with relationships. Conception is one, or birth of a child is the Ace of Cups as well. It's that new beautiful emotional energy for those of you that have had children. And when they're born, it's just this amazing unconditional upsurge of love. So Page of Coins is influencing that energy. So if it is a new project, yeah, especially if it's something that you don't normally do but you've always wanted to do and you think, oh, I don't know anything about that, but just do it anyway, because you use your formula to learn new things is always there. It's just about, you know, the thirst for that knowledge and the emotional energy of wanting to know more about that person or that project, learning. And it's got, you know, lots of potential too, the Page of Coins. The background. So we're looking December, January sort of events that have been backed up there that are still sort of having effect on what's happening at the moment in February. The Devil, your card. So Capricorn, is ruled by the devil. Now, the devil seems really full on, actually. He can be full on. It can be the accumulation of a lot of wealth as well, and you know, just that Capricorn energy of attaining stuff and status, but that all comes with its own temptation as well. I just like to throw the blanket over the devil as temptation, and we're humans, so we're going to be tempted by money, tempted by people, tempted by things that we know probably we shouldn't do, but there it is. So what do we do about it? But the trick with the devil is, you know, you just sort of don't get stuck in it. Don't feel stuck by it. Because you can be, sort of, temptation can lead us into sort of behaviours, you know, of addiction and things like that as well. But we can temper it down and go, oh, okay, small doses. So there's your devil sitting there. There's your card. Background. But very Capricorn in energy too, whereas, you know, you will see this through. You will sort of see this project from woe to go. Recent influences. The Knight of Pentacles, so there you go. Knights being messengers, Knights also being that younger energy, younger male energy once again. But the Knight of Pentacles is very sort of focused, he's very loyal, he's slow moving too. So you may have thought, oh my God, this is going to take me ages to get going. And if it's a relationship, just go slowly with it, which counteracts the devil there. So don't jump it, you know, just take it really slowly. Let things evolve slowly. Very Capricornian sort of energy, earth as well, slow moving. The lesson you'll be learning in February. 5 of Swords. So those people on the periphery saying, oh, don't do that, be careful of this. Yes, there's a grain of truth. But I think this is just something you have to do anyway. So you just basically, with the 5 of Swords, five's a change and all those sorts of things. It can be, what's that other word, change, and it's also opposition. Can be fighting. Can be people disagreeing, a lot of disagreeable sort of energy around. So, but you people, Capricorn, usually are the sort that think, oh, look, yeah, I heard what they said, but you know what, I'm going to do this anyway because I know what I want. So, but just keep that in mind, that there will be people chorusing from the sidelines going, oh, don't do that, don't do this happened to me and this and that. Well, sometimes that doesn't really apply, and they will always have an opinion, so there you go. Just remember that. And don't be swayed by it either, Capricorn. Not that you will. Opposition, really. Near future. The Chariot. So your opposite sign of Cancer. Cancer and Capricorn are complete opposites. Water. Energy coming in, things moving really quickly with the Chariot. Once you sort of get it all together, have it all nutted out, things go really quick with him. The thing with the Chariot is the only drawback is the emotional. You've got to be emotionally disciplined for it. It's like a road trip, you know, you take your car and you get the full service before you take the car on the long trip, because you don't want to break down in the middle of nowhere sort of energy. But that's it too, with emotional discipline. It's about focus on the things that you're not so good at and make sure that they're sort of up to scratch. Because we've all got, you know, things that we're really, there's a bit of a weakness there, and we can, with the Chariot, he just tells us to fix it up or to work on that. And then you'll get success and victory, no problem. What's happening that you're not realising? Now another 5 of Wands. So there we have this opposition, this change again. This distracted energy of people, and just be mindful of that too with the 5 of Swords in your lesson. It's, you know, don't be distracted by people constantly jumping in your path going, oh yeah, well, you can't do that because this and that. And it's like with the Chariot too, if you don't emotionally discipline yourself, there will be, you know, there'll be stop-start sort of energy. Things won't just flow. So just remember that, you know, get the emotional discipline happening, and then you won't be distracted. So it's quite interesting. It's really forcing you to sort of look at the nuts and bolts of the situation and work on the weaknesses there. How others see you? 10 of coins. Financial stability, yeah, and this is how people see, oh, don't worry, that Capricorn person, look at them. They always seem to just have everything done and have success and financial, there's money in the bank, they're just so good with money and doing things. And sometimes I think that's why the devil is there for Capricorn, because they are quite oriented to that sort of success in terms of money and status, and that there's nothing wrong with it. But then other people looking at you, oh, look at them, they've always got everything. But like everyone else, there are sort of always weaknesses that we've got to work on. But yeah, you're seen as that very, very much. Also, 10 of coins can sort of mean, yeah, it's time for new projects to come in as well. Try new things. What are you feeling positive about? The Wheel of Fortune. Destiny. Yeah, it's destiny once again. So relationship-wise, destiny. It's just writ in the stars. It is what it is. Go with it. Work on the weaknesses, but go with it. This card only comes around once a year, usually. So it's like that wheel has landed on your number. If you've put in, you get out. If you haven't put in, well, you know damn well it won't be. But from what I'm seeing here is, if you do those things, attend to those fives, which is sort of, you know, a bit of change, energy of change and opposition, you'll get exactly where you want to go. Destiny is with you this month of February. And everything is exactly as it should be. So just tread the path as you mean to go on, moving forward. The outcome. Death. So self-initiated change. Scorpio card, this one. So it's about, this is when we really want to change something about ourselves. So once we sort of, and we have to do it ourselves, so people can't make you do this. You do it by your own volition. You do it because you want to do it. If it's a relationship too, it could be a completely different relationship that may change your whole outlook on life. A lot of water here with this, a lot of emotional energy. So, you know, it's about that change as well. So really getting everything how you like it, working on the weaknesses, changing the things that we don't like. And let's face it, with the devil around, we all know we're suckers for temptation, drinking a little bit more, too much than we should. Maybe some people gamble, some people eat too much. There's always something to tempt us. But right at the end, in the outcome, you sort of really decide what you want to change, what you want to, how you want to be, and moving on for the rest of the year and making it really count and seeing, you know, the benefits from the change. I'm just going to put some explanatory cards on these two fives. So the lesson, the Five of Swords, the opposition of other people. Let's see what that is under the surface. And underneath the Five of Wands, which is, you know, other people derailing you or stopping you or getting in your way. So you kind of can't move forward. You're always being stopped. Stop-start sort of energy. So underneath this Five of Swords is the lesson we have. Two of Pentacles. So yeah, you're good at juggling. You know how to work. You know you can keep things spinning. You can keep everything moving in the air. You can do whatever it is. But there's something new coming in for you. So just focus on that and make that decision to go ahead with it anyway. Because the twos are always about decisions. And it's a very earth project too. So it's almost like a spin-off of what you're doing now. It's going to spin off into something else, which pleases Capricorns no end because they like that. They like to sort of always have projects happening and new things coming in. So that's really good. So you just do what you know is best for you. And as the energy around, remember we had the King of Swords. So if you need some expert help too with that, get it. Underneath your Five of Wands we have, so that's that stop-start energy, that derailed energy, that energy of, you know, you can't seem to get through the day without being interrupted basically. Opposition again from people. Fiery. So under the surface of that we have balance and temperance, divine time, just move through. Correct your weaknesses, work on your weaknesses, get through things. You're in a really good place. It's your time. So use February really wisely to get through things and sort of do as you wish to do. So it's a very powerful card too, Capricorn, saying it's the right time, right place, right people. So there's a lot to learn from the energies in February. Your final Buddha reading card message is equanimity. I find hope in the darkest of days and focus on the brightest, I do not judge the universe. Equanimity embodies forging ahead with an unshakable courage to experience all circumstances as they come your way, and without judging them as good, bad, right or wrong, gain or loss, so that you will not be disturbed by your own negative emotions. Nothing can spin you out of your calm centre. I rest my case. Go for it there, Capricorn. Have a great February and we'll talk in March. Thank you for listening.